All right, so what we have here is product rule, and product rule is a rule whenever you're finding derivatives. What you want to do is notice that you have a function that's made up of a product of two separate functions. So in this case, we have something like p of x, p for product, equals f of x times g of x. So f is a function, g is a separate function, or maybe we could call it p of x equals u times v. So some specific cases that aren't arbitrary, maybe you're given something like the function f of x equals x squared times the square root of x minus 2, where in this case we have a function multiplied by another function. And again, g of x equals x to the 3 halves times the quantity 1 minus 1 over x quantity squared. So you have a function multiplied by another function. To find the derivative, you're going to have to use something called product rule. So what product rule says is given a product function, so something like p of x equals f of x times g of x, the way that you go about taking the derivative is you take the derivative of the first term, f of x, multiply it by g of x, plus g prime times f. So product rule says f prime times g plus g prime times f. If you think of it in being in terms of u and v, it could be u prime v plus v prime u. Either way is a perfectly fine way of stating product rule. So let's look at an example. So if I have a function f of x equals square root of x times the quantity x minus 1 squared, then what I need to do first is identify my function. So I could call this u, and I could call this v. So if I come over here, u is square root of x, and v is quantity x minus 1 squared. So if I go to take the derivative of u, I'm going to first rewrite it as x to the 1/2 power. Finding the derivative u prime, I bring the 1/2 down, and then I subtract 1 from my exponent. So I get 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. To find the derivative of v, I'm going to take chain rule, which is take the derivative of the outside, repeat the inside, and then multiply by the derivative of the inside. So if I simplify, v prime is just 2 times x minus 1. So if I'm going back then, I have my parts labeled u and v. So if I want to find the derivative, f prime of x, then I simply write it out as u prime times v plus v prime times u. So what this then gives me, if I plug everything in, u prime is 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 times v, which is x minus 1 squared, plus, and I have v prime, which is 2 times x minus 1 times u, which is square root of x. So that's my derivative, 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 times the quantity x minus 1 squared, plus 2 times x minus 1 times the square root of x. So it's u prime times v plus v prime times u. And that's product rule.